I blame men, right? Like, I think that if men were marriageable, I think we'd have a lot more
But why aren't they
marriages.
marriageable? And why are they so angry when we as women, 'cause you know, you mentioned before, women, the number one thing we look for, and this is statistical, 'cause I didn't think about it until I was like, "Oh, yeah, that is true." We look for security. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how hot you are, how like, who like, what you job you have or whatever. We're looking for someone that we can feel safe with, and it's not just about money, that's, like, who I can feel like is going to protect me, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, like, that's what we look for. They don't have to
Yeah.
be the tallest guy, the strongest guy, but to know someone will be willing to fight for you, you know, in any capacity. So where are the guys and why are they unwilling to step up?
Well, I think the overall message in society is, like, delay marriage, right?
Mm.
So I think that men don't really start even considering or looking towards marriage until they're in their, 30s, or late 20s, really. But again, I keep going back to this. Young men have a lot of testosterone, and that testosterone is absolutely destructive. Absolutely destructive. George Gilder, in his book Men and Marriage, he points out that, like, single men are a scourge on humanity. They commit the vast majority of, like, violent crimes. They steal the most money. They do the most drugs. Like, you really don't want a lot of single men
I
in
didn't
society.
realize that, but that's totally right.
And all the science shows that once you get married, you start to, I forget the name. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't even bring this up if I don't know the name. I think it's I'm gonna miss it, but there's a hormone that gets introduced to the male when he gets married,
Is
and
it called a fully developed
progesterone.
prefrontal cortex? Because that's probably
Well, that helps, but then when you have kids, I think it's progesterone. It's a bonding
Oh,
hormone.
you're
It
totally
comes
right.
in,
It's
and
vasopressin.
yes,
Vasopressin. Yeah. See, I'm
and
a nerd. I know all these random things. No, it's vasopressin, and do you know it's significantly higher testosterone, serotonin, and vasopressin levels are significantly higher in men who play with their children.
yes, and so it's actually the primary system. You
Mm.
stop wanting to burn down things, you stop wanting to go and act like a jackass. It's like the, Pleasure Island, right, in
Oh,
Pinocchio. Men
that
are
gives me
suffering from
nightmares, man.
it should, because Pleasure Island, Peter Pan syndrome, it's all the same thing, and that's really what's plaguing young men is, like, who are their role models? Well, it's, like, professional athletes, it's Andrew Tate, it's Dan Bilzerian. They're looking for the wrong people for guidance.